For me, Legend of Zelda is more than just a game. It's a journey, it's an experience, a defining part of my childhood. I remember playing the original Corina of Time just by passing. You know, it was quite incredible. I played the Kokiri village and I helped the Deku tree lift that curse by destroying the one-eyed monster. And then the game decided to tell me, yeah, what you were playing? Nah, that was just a prologue. Now the real game begins. And you get thrown into this huge, huge open world with interconnecting pathways that leads to other parts of the levels, that even those leads to other parts of the level. It was mind-boggling. I hadn't played anything like that since Super Mario 64. It was quite an incredible experience. And of course, Nintendo did it again. Nintendo did it again with Breath of the Wild. It was a masterpiece. The way you interact with the environment, the way the open world, the way there was so many things to do, the side quest, the weapons, the leveling up, well, not leveling up system, but getting um more lives by visiting those. I think it wasn't a shrine, but it was more like an underground tomb or whatever you want to call it. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And I just can't wait for the next one. I really can't wait because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of Tears of the Kingdom because for me it's just the build up on the foundation of Breath of the Wild. You know, I wanted another huge leap like they did from Ocarina of Time to Twilight Princess to you know uh no to Ocarina of Time to Wind Waker to Twilight Princess to whichever comes after. Speaking of Twilight Princess, that's the kind of graphics I want to see in the next Legend of Zelda. I love the 2D aspect of it, the whole, animated cartoonish kind of 2D look to Breath of the Wild. That was good. But the real reason why I didn't really feel like Tears of the Kingdom was my type of Zelda is because I've been expecting a full 3D Zelda with high-end graphics and compelling gameplay. You remember on the Nintendo Wii, on the Wii U, there was a tech demo of Legend of Zelda. People thought it was the next Zelda. People couldn't. Oh, like, I thought it was the next Zelda. I was high on hype, proper high on hype. I was like, oh, the graphics is amazing. What's the gameplay gonna be like? Turns out it was just a tech demo, but it left me wanting what could be. And at first, I was a little bit, disappointed by looking at Breath of the Wild, but it completely shattered my expectations. Completely. But for the next one, the Nintendo Switch 2 has already been announced. So you know for sure Nintendo's not gonna waste any time with, not making a next Legend of Zelda. Now it might be a a a launch title, might be. I don't know. Because we don't know much about the Switch 2 in terms of the games. We only saw that quick Mario Kart gameplay in that trailer. But we're hoping to hear a bit more on the next Nintendo Direct, which is gonna be in a couple of days, I believe. I really, really want to see upscale 4K. I want to see higher frame rates. I want to see detailed environment. I want to see an immersive Hyrule. And I'm not talking about just a castle. I'm talking about the whole damn thing. I want a seamless, no loading, seamless. I want to be able to go into Hyrule Town, walk around, go into the field, go into Kokiri Village, go into the mountain. Um, I want to be able to go everywhere seamlessly. I have high expectation for this game because I am a Legend of Zelda fan. I may not be a huge, huge one, but I'm a Legend of Zelda fan. And the dungeons, oh my god, I cannot wait to see what they do with the dungeons. I know Nintendo's not gonna let us down. Whatever they plan, doesn't let us down when it comes to creativity, when it comes to the storytelling. I mean, the storytelling of Breath of the Wild was something else. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. I haven't played to be fair, I was gonna say I haven't played a good story game. It's story driven Legend of Zelda game since Twilight Princess, but that's not true. That's not true. Skyward Sword was really good as well. So they have Nintendo doesn't miss with Legend of Zelda. Nintendo does not miss. That's why I have such high expectation, and I know you guys feel the same way too. I I know I'm not mentioning the other Zelda games like the GBAs and the other ports. I'm mainly focusing on the ones I've played, which would be Ocarina of Time. I haven't played Majora's Mask. That's crazy. I gotta play that. Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild. Those are the Legend of Zelda game I played. Those are the ones that really, really hold a special place in my heart. For many people too. So I want to see something amazing. I want to see a dynamic regions. I want to see weather system. Well, I think actually now that I think about it, there was weather system on Breath of the Wild, right? It wasn't like a proper weather system, but it was like if you go to the this desert, it was windy, and yeah, just like when you go to the wait, was there any snow? I don't even remember. I haven't played this game in a while. And I do believe at one point it was raining. I haven't played that game in a while. I gotta double check. But if there was, I want it back in the next Zelda game. And I want dungeons that are heavy on puzzles. Heavy on puzzles. Like the type. I know I'm a masochism, but like the type from Ocarina of Time, the Water Temple. I want that. I want that that difficulty. I want that. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, guys. Honestly, more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm pumped for the Switch 2. I know I was a little bit skeptical of my previous game, but thinking of the possibilities, especially because they haven't told us anything in terms of the its I don't know, in terms of its graphic capabilities. In terms of its the online store, in terms of the you know they only just showed us, what the Switch 2 is and what the control does, the screen and all that. Bigger, better, fine. But they haven't told us the nitty gritty, the things that we need. And I want to see. I'm hoping for it. To be fair, look at the current the gaming industry. It's lacking in creativity. You have better chance playing really good game if you play indie games. The AAA is not as it used to be. It's not. Game developers are putting money first, creativity after, and the games are suffering because of it. There's some games that are created only for monetization, and because of that, the story is like, what? This doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping Nintendo comes back once again, for me personally, to save the gaming industry. Come back with his quirkiness, his creativity. Nintendo, you're doing things right. Other than, of course, going around and suing people, you're doing things right. And maybe fixing your online store and online game. But you're doing things right. Do not stop, Nintendo. Do not stop. I'm all for it. I can't wait to see the Nintendo Direct that's gonna come. I wanna see more. And of course, I might do a review of it. I don't think I'm gonna watch it live because I will be working, but I will definitely do a review of it, like a reaction of it. Yeah. But it's gonna be great, guys. Honestly, the future of gaming with the showcase of the Switch 2, the future of gaming is definitely looking good. But again, the graphics, Legend of Zelda, I wanted to go back to, I wanted to do like proper full 3D graphics, high end graphics, looking very crisp. You know, not the cartoon like of Breath of the Wild, which was good, but still, I want me that. I want me that's 4K 3D goodness. That's sweet, sweet 3D goodness. Anyway, thank you for listening, guys. Appreciate it. I probably should have said it in the beginning. Like, comment, subscribe. Please hit that like button, especially that like button. I want to see if you guys are enjoying my content. I have other content as well. Make sure to check it out. I'm gonna try and make as much as much videos as possible because I love talking. I love talking about video games. I may not have all the information, but my 2 cents is still something. As a fan, as we all. Thank you guys. Have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video. Yeah. All right. Bye.